Christmas Eve in Harmony Springs, Montana. Snow was coming down so thick and silent, you could almost believe it was trying to erase everything, all the trouble and old wounds and secrets, just painting the whole town in this fake peace. And I was locking up my clinic, pulling my coat tighter when I saw her. Sitting out on that park bench across the street. No hat, snow piling up on her hair, scrolling through a phone that glowed with 12 missed calls from Mom. Never answered a single one. You know how it is, some folks just want the cold to bite harder than whatever they left behind. She'd been out there since the afternoon, and now it was past 8, street empty, but for the crunch of my boots and the little spark of curiosity, or was it dread, in my chest. I was halfway home, thinking maybe I should just mind my own business, let the world turn without me. But then I heard the laughter-me boy Noah, inside, light pouring from our window, and something in her face flickered when she glanced back. Recognition? Fear? Something way more complicated than that. In Harmony Springs, everybody knows everybody town of 3,200, 2 traffic lights, 1 diner, and a sky so wide you think it could swallow you up. 15 miles from Malmstrom Air Force Base. I've been here 36 years, born the mayor's son, now the town vet, trying to fill Doc Wilson's boots, and mostly failing, if you ask me. My house isn't much, 2 stories, wraparound porch, red barn in the back, built by my granddad, and filled now with just me and Noah. My wife, Claire, she's been gone 3 years now, but I still wear the blue scarf she knitted for me. Makes my eyes look like storm clouds, she used to say. I miss her. Nights like this, I feel her in the quiet. So I cross the street, and there's she, young, maybe early 30s, dark hair and a no-nonsense ponytail, jacket clean but worn, combat boots with 1,000 stories. The kind of face you see in black and white photos, strong and tired at the same time. Excuse me, I say. You okay out here? It's freezing. She looks up, hands steady, posture perfect, but her voice wobbles just a bit. I'm fine. Just thinking. I catch her phone out the corner of my eye, 12 missed calls, and I just blurt out, I'm Ben. Ben Thompson. My boy and I are about to have dinner. You want to join us? Simple, yeah, but suddenly the world tilts like something big's about to shift. She hesitates. I don't want to intrude. It's Christmas Eve. I smile, probably too big. It's just me and Noah. He's obsessed with airplanes, lately saw jets fly over from the base. And I think he'd lose his mind to meet someone who knows the real deal. That gets her eyes spark. She looks at our lit-up windows. I'm Sarah, she says, brushing snow off. Sarah Collins. I like that, actually. Walking to the house, I notice the way she moves, like she's still on patrol, scanning the shadows, carrying some heavy invisible pack on her shoulders. The snow crunches underfoot, everything else silent except the low drone of the bass in the distance. At my door, I ask what brings her here. She pauses, hand on the rail, looks up at the snow, and says real quiet, sometimes you just need to be somewhere nobody knows your story. Inside, the place is chaos and warmth, tree in the corner with most of the ornaments low. Thanks, Noah. Furniture picked for comfort, not style. Photos of Claire and me everywhere. Smells like cinnamon, cornbread, something savory on the stove. Daddy. Noah comes barreling in, all hope and curiosity. Is she a real soldier? He asks. Sarah kneels, smile cracking through whatever armor she's got. Air Force, she says. Ich fliege jets. The real kind. Noah's eyes go huge. Even faster than those. She grins, and, for the first time, she looks like someone who remembers what joy feels like. We eat chili and cornbread. Sarah relaxes bit by bit. Noah asks about jets. I talk about the vet life. Sarah mentions a little brother in Texas. Noah, with that brutal honesty kids have, asks why she isn't with him. Sometimes grown-ups have to work on Christmas, she says, voice even. I can tell there's a whole iceberg under those words, but I don't push. Instead, I tell them about the Christmas I delivered a calf at sunrise, how the farmer invited me to stay, how sometimes life just takes you where you're needed. After dinner, Noah drags Sarah off to show his airport built from blocks. She picks up a toy F-16, tracing the wings. You know your planes, she says. My daddy used to build airplanes before he was an animal doctor, Noah replies. Flying's like magic. but magic with rules. Sarah looks at mesomething in her eyes. You were an engineer? I nod. Long time ago. Life changes. Evening goes soft. Sarah helps Noah with a puzzle. I clean up. Thank you, she tells me, not quite meeting my gaze. For not asking questions. I shrug. Everyone deserves a warm meal on Christmas Eve. But I'm thinking there's something about her, something familiar I can't place. Later, the storm's worse. I tell Sarah to pull out the sofa bed. She hesitates, then agrees. As I tuck Noah in, I hear him asking if Sarah will still be here in the morning. I promise she will, and somehow I want to believe it myself. That night, I hear her crying softly downstairs. I go down, find her staring at the ceiling. Bad dream? I ask. Some things are better left in dreams, she says. I don't push. Some wounds need time. Morning breaks with coffee and pancakes, Noah's laughter ringing out. He gives Sarah a homemade Christmas card construction paper airplane. Thank you for staying, scribbled in wobbly letters. Sarah tears up, hides it behind a smile. She tells us about flying 30,000 feet up, the world small beneath you. She keeps it light, but I hear the edges. After breakfast, she goes to Noah's room, sees a photo of Claire. Is that your mom? She asks. She's in heaven now, Noah says matter-of-factly. She died in an airplane crash. Daddy was on the plane, too, but he didn't die. Sometimes I think he wishes he did. Sarah's face goes pale, and I appear in the doorway. Everything okay? I ask, but I can see the storm brewing in her eyes. Afternoon passes with snow forts, board games, the three of us in a rhythm that feels like it's always been there, even though I know it's new. I catch Sarah studying me when she thinks I'm not looking like she's searching for something she can't quite name. That night, after Noah's asleep, Sarah sits across from me by the Christmas tree, colored lights flickering. She asks about the crash that killed my wife. My face goes still. Why do you want to know? She swallows. I think I was there. I was the pilot who guided your plane away from the school. I made the choice to save you your son, your town, instead of trying to save everyone on the plane. Her words slice the air open. I stand, can't breathe. For 3 years, I've wondered who made that call, hated them, thanked them, needed to know. And here she is. Sarah looks ready to break apart. I'm the pilot who killed your wife, she whispers. I want to rage, to blame, but all I can think of is Claire's last words. Save the children. She'd seen the school below us, kids out at recess. She told me to tell the pilot Serato, save them. Sarah crumples, sobbing. I've carried this for 3 years, she says. How can you forgive me? I sit beside her, hand on her shoulder. Claire would want me to. I say, you made the right call. You saved my son, 200 kids. That's not something you forget or punish forever. Days pass in a blur. Sarah helps at the clinic, falls into our routine, but there's tension. Noah senses it, too. Clings to us both. You could stay here, he tells her, matter of fact. Daddy likes you. I like you. You don't have anywhere else to be. Sarah laughs, says it's complicated, but maybe, just maybe, it isn't. New Year's Eve, everything shatters. Sarah's phone rings, her commanding officer from a base. She's been AWOL. Before she can explain, military police show up. They arrest her right in my clinic. Take care of Noah, she begs, and she's gone, handcuffed just like that. Noah's lost. I'm lost. I call the base, beg for information, get stonewalled. Days go by. Mrs. Henderson, my neighbor, knocks some sense into me. That girl's been sitting on that bench again, every day. I think she's waiting for permission to come home. I go to her, find her shivering, uncertain. Sarah's been through a nightmare disciplinary hearing, but instead of jail, she gets a medical discharge, full honors, therapy. I chose to come back here, if you'll have me, she says. I just look at her, see the hope, the fear, the need, and I say, Sarah, this is where you belong. Spring comes early. Sarah moves in above the clinic. We work togatherm with the animals, her with her steady hands and gentle way with scared dogs, scar veterans. Noah calls her Aunt Sarah, and we build something new, fragile but strong. On Easter, we visit Claire's grave. Sarah lays wildflowers, thanks her for forgiveness she never expected. That afternoon, we grill burgers, the 3 of us laughing in the yard, Noah racing with our rescue dog, Sarah at my side, both of us finally letting hope Indiana. She learns to knit adds her own pattern to Claire's blue scarf. Airplanes flying home. Noah wears his red flying scarf everywhere, even in spring. It helps me remember that home is where people love you. Sometimes we sit on the porch, watch the jets overhead. The panic's gone, replaced by gratitude for choices made. Lives saved, the found family we never expected. 1 year later, Christmas Eve again, Sarah's on the bench, but now Noah's beside her, both of them watching me hang lights. Are you going to ask him to marry you? Noah blurts out. Sarah laughs, heart full. Maybe I will. Inside, by the tree, we both pull out little boxes at the same time and just burst out laughing. Great minds, I say. She slides a ring on my finger. Claire would approve. The best gifts, I tell her, come in the most unexpected packages. And as midnight hits, we all curl up under Claire's blue scarf. The three of us know, the family of us falling asleep under the Christmas tree, finally home. So, tell me, how would you have done, sitting in Sarah's place? Could you forgive, or would you hold on? What makes a familiar choice, a chance, or the courage to let go of the past? Drop your thoughts below. Let's talk about justice, healing, and what it really means to come home.